have an update on this alloy smeltery or forgery. The alloy smelter, I don't know, whatever you call it. Turns out this is actually the multi-block shape that you need. This 3x3 on the bottom and then kind of a plus sign of blocks otherwise. Anything else in here doesn't matter. Like this one wouldn't matter. None of that stuff mattered. It worked because we had the basics that you needed. In fact, you can see it's hollow in there even. But that's all you need to build this is that shape. So you're talking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus 9. So 16 blocks worth of whatever the brick is that builds this guy, and then the controller. And so that's how you end up with the actual multi-block, the right multi-block. Now to automate this, took me a few minutes to figure it out, but you can put a hopper into this side and a hopper into this side. Obviously in this side you would feed in your fuel, so that would be like in our case the morkite, and then in this side you would feed in, you know, the iron or whatever it is that you're smelting, and then that'll come in here. And it for some reason only feeds in 2 at a time. I guess that's all it needs for the recipe, so then it fills back up, but that's fine, whatever. And that way you can load this up with fuel, and you can load it up with like in my case I had like hundreds of iron ore that had to be smelted down. And then to get that out, what I've done is I've got this dugout underneath here. You have another hopper that pulls directly underneath the controller into a barrel or a chest. In my case, it's a barrel. And then I've taken a Tom's inventory hopper that goes directly off that and into a cable, then that goes up into my network. And so anything that hits this barrel goes back into the network. I know previously I've said that this guy here has to be filtered to work, but it depends on how you're using it and what it's hooked up to. So if this is like involved with inventory controllers, like the main part of Tom's, then some reason it needs to be filtered at that point. But if you're just directly connecting it to a cable like this, it'll pull out of a container like this. So that's how you can empty out, I guess, machinery or whatever you've got automated and put it directly back into your network. And then so that's your smelter controller hookup there. Okay, so I've got this all dug out underneath. This is our tier 2 beacon, and if I did my math right, we needed 130 blocks to add it up to tier 4. So I've been cooking all my iron. I figured we could go iron for the last 2 levels, and so we're just gonna fill this in real quick and see if we can get this up to tier 4. Alright, so that gives us a tier 4 beacon, and we're just going to come in here and reactivate our haste. Boom. And then we should have haste and regeneration here now, which we do as long as we're within range of the beacon. And so we can probably even put back together our covering on it that I liked. Our bone covering to make it look evil like it was. And then we should be able to go to any dimension and use our remote to get to our stuff now. And so we can test that real quick. There we go. Back to my evil look. We can test that real quick by running into the nether and seeing if we can still access our inventory from there, our network. And if so, then we're good to go. We can go anywhere and do anything and not worry about running out of space, because we can just dump everything directly into our network as our bags fill up. So here we are in the nether. And if we do there's our network. There's all of our stuff. We officially are set on space. And so now we can run through dungeons and we can do whatever we want to do and never worry about running out of space. So that is pretty awesome. So our next step is we're looking for adamantite. And you can find that, according to what I'm reading, between Y minus 20 and Y minus 45. So deep slate, basically. I'm going to be using my mithril drill. I added a block of Midas gold, which Midas gold is just that stuff we were finding in the nether, because supposedly you've got 2 upgrade slots, so golden luck is one, and supposedly it can randomly create gold that way. I've dug a lot with it, not seen any yet, so I'm not 100% sure how well that's going to work, but we'll see. And there's one more upgrade slot that we'll attach later when I have a little better grip on what's good with the drill. But for now, I'm just going to dig down here. I'm at Y minus 31 until we hit like caves, and then I'm going to look through the caves because I've read that, like, look at all this stuff down here at the end, that if you find some deep slate caves, hey buddy, you can actually find more stuff, because this pack is more about, and we want all that stuff because that's powering our forge now, that morkite. Anyways, this pack is more about exploration than it is about other stuff, so just make sure you're exploring. Anywhere is new, it's good. So I'll be down here digging for a while. I'll catch up with you guys once I've found enough adamantite, and we'll go from there. So this is what you're looking for right here. Kind of looks a bit like redstone, and it's pretty rare, and you can see I came off of one of these tunnels and just decided to start strip mining out towards, I'm actually trying to aim towards some of this stuff over here that you can see. You can see all this that are lit up over here. But that's ultimately what you want to get right there. And so I will keep digging and looking for more of it. Wow, looks like there's a bunch of it under there. Unless, wait, that opened up a cavern? That opened up a cavern. Okay. So we're going to go in there. Let's see what we find. Ooh, hi. Uh-oh. I'm going to get light down in there. Obviously, it's a skeleton spawner. So let's get some light down in there quick. Oh, God. Need more light down in there, like yesterday. Yeah, we found us a neat little area to play in. So let's light it up in here, I guess. Actually, you know what would help in this situation? Haha, I just thought of it. Since we can do this remotely, let's make some torches here. So, hold on. No. No. Let's make some of these monster diamond magnum torches to shut down monsters. We'll need some fire charges. All right. This will help. If we pop one of these right here real quick, that'll stop new spawns from being around. And then we can get in here and light this up a bit. Right? Some more for the pot. There's some more right there. And we're a little bit off on our aim there. But that's okay. Puts us at 17. I think I've about tapped out this cavern area. Piece of iron there that I missed, and maybe a couple things over there, but I've run all around it. I think I've got everything, so we're gonna have to dig on, look for a new one. Right now, adamantite is at 66. I think I needed about 150, so it's actually 72. So I need about 150 to build the new smelter. So I'm going to dig on until I find another cavern, I guess. So we got a total of 164 adamantite. It should be more than enough for us to make this. And like I said, I assume it's going to require adamantite blocks. So we need 9 for the bottom. And then there's 2, 4, 6, 7 for the next layers. So we got just enough with 3 left over. And I'm assuming I can just break this out and replace it. Again, we'll probably need to replace all the blocks underneath as well. But we'll do that real quick. Because it's going to need to be adamantite. So then we would take you, put you there, and you go there. Stack those up. And then we bring this out this way. And then we do these two here like this. Those two there like that. Take these two out. Like that. And then the one on top. And bam. Now we have an adamantite level 3 forge controller, which is nice. I did not mean to do that. That's okay. And we're going to load it up with some more kite. And we're going to take our ancient debris that we've got, right? Okay, so then we take the ancient debris and we're going to cook that into netherite scale. Because that's the first step, ancient debris to scale. Alright, so now with those scales blasted out from the ancient debris, you can come in here and we can do, it's 4 and 4 at a time. And you'll actually get 2 per instead of 1 per. So if you take a look at that in here, your netherite, you're doing 4 and 4 to get 1 when you craft it, but if you put it in the tier 3 alloy forger, you're actually doing 4 and 4 to get 2. So we'll end up with a lot more netherite now than we would have otherwise. See, now we're up to 10 netherite, which is really good. And then we get another ancient debris, we'll make 1 more even. So that's pretty cool. And then not just that, but let's look at iron real quick. We're at 479 right now. If we put 2 in there. $479 to $483. So that's what, 4 more there? So you're getting 4 for 2. So you're doubling looks like you're still doubling. So that doesn't really change from the tier 2 to tier 3, but the higher stuff like the netherite, now you can double as well, where we couldn't before. So plus it's really fast. So that is awesome. It's going to be our max level alloy forger for the rest of the game. And we can start really getting busy with it now.